You mentioned Lotta J and Daylyt as two up-and-coming battle MCs that you got your eye on. Have you got anybody else?
Um, Let me see. I mean, I'm a fan of Charlie Clips. You know, what I mean, Hollow. That's been the homie for a minute, and I've been a fan of his shit for a minute. I definitely think Hollow is like one of the best dudes out there. Um, Daylyt's performance from this recent battle, I think he's amazing too, man. He's just there's just like the quirkiness and like the weirdness to his style that I just really respect. You know. Um, yeah, it's weird, man. It's kind of weird. Like I do the funny shit, but like I'm not necessarily a super fan of other funny dudes.
Got you.
I'm like a fan of me as a funny dude, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not like when I see other battles, I'm like looking for other shit, you know? Like I'm more fan of the shit we're talking about, like the smack cats or the coded dudes. Like sometimes like Daylyt, like he's weird and he just says like funny shit, you know?
Yeah. You think there any battlers that have to hang it up? You think they're washed up, done for?
Nah, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't think anybody needs to hang up anything, you know what I'm saying? You do whatever the fuck you want, but there's been cats who've been around for a long time that I'm not impressed with, but there's also cats who's been around forever that I still think is amazing. Like Mook is an example. I didn't know what he was gonna do in that fucking Low Deluxe battle, and that was one of the most classic performances I've ever seen.
Yeah,
so.
no doubt. Oh, have you been hearing about DNA's losing streak?
Yeah, I saw DNA, you know, battle at this past battle. I think DNA is a great battler. He's one of the most like consistent dudes with his style, but I think it's starting to like not work at times, you know, because of the fact he definitely has his style, which I appreciate. Like it's branded, like it's him. You know what I mean?
Got you.
But I think that maybe people might, you know, some people love it, you know, but some people are feeling like, oh, it's just his style. But, you know, you can't help that. If it's you, it's your style, you know what I mean? You can try to make it more fresh and add different elements, but that's his style, and I fuck with it still, you know?
Oh, you've been mentioning Daylyt a couple times. What's your thoughts about him talking about he wants to have sex with T.I.?
You see, I don't know about the vlogs he be doing. Like, cats be telling me about all these crazy
He's been
vlogs.
saying some crazy shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. People tell me about that shit. I don't know about that. I just know about the crazy shit he does on stage. You know, like I heard, you know, he took a shit. I didn't even see that because I'm not trying to watch that.
Yeah,
like,
he tried to. They didn't let him.
yeah, cats be telling me about these things. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to watch this shit and find out like what he did. Like, if I hear like, oh, he took a shit on stage, that's not a video I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Or like. Cats tell me about like him talking about he wants to fuck T.I. or whatever. Like I don't want to hear him say that shit. Like, so I don't really click on that shit. You know, I've never been good. I've never been good with like watching shit like that. You know, when I hear about like dudes' legs snapping on the court or whatever, like I don't want to see that shit. Like it makes me cringe. You know, so
Got you.
I kind of avoid that kind of shit. You know. People say like, no, that's bullshit, whatever. There's a place for that shit, man. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like you need those villains. You need those craziness. It makes shit more interesting, you know what I'm saying? That's why all the shit talking, all the vlogs, you know, like me just saying all sorts of crazy shit here, like this shit moves that shit forward. It builds rivalries, you know? Some cats are not gonna be happy with the shit I said right here, you know, but it's dope. And that's the dope thing about battle rappers. They have no fucking filter. Out of mad different human beings I run into on a daily basis, battlers just do not give a fuck. They're on the front line, they're gonna express themselves, and they're gonna be ready to back their shit up, you know, with whatever it is, bars or whatever, you know.